Hello and welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, the winter that never was is behind us now, but some of the concerns about the drought conditions throughout the state of California remain. In the city of Upland, though, the man has a plan. The mayor is here now, Ray Musser, and it's a plan about conservation, water conservation. Governor Brown suggested we conserve, and you're going along with it. Welcome.
That's right. He did that in January, and February our city adopted the same thing. 20% is the goal. That's understandable for most everybody.
Okay, so what does that mean to me as a resident?
Well, if you have outside irrigation, which is where 60 to 70% of your water is used, you watch when you water. We do it every other day. If your house ends in a 0, that means it's even, and a 1 would be the odd. You water on the even day of the week or the odd.
So that's just an easy way for you to keep track of
just
it.
Easy
like what
way,
your address is. If it ends in a 5 on the odd
right.
days, ends in a 6 on the even
Helps
days.
the city because it cuts our volume down and it does save 20%.
So it does matter if the demand is higher at a certain time than if it's spaced out?
Long term, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yeah.
All right. And you're saying watch out for just overwatering in general, because that's a huge waste.
That's
of water.
huge. Going down the driveway or sprinklers not turned right and going on the road rather than just common sense. So that is a tremendous way to save.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is the condition of the water resources in the city of Upland? You have a different sort of situation than a lot of other cities.
That's right. We're very fortunate. The Chaffee brothers discovered water up near Mount Baldy, and we get it from that source. It all comes downhill, no charge, no electricity to pump. It all flows naturally.
That is a great position to be in for a city, because a lot of cities are really over a barrel as far as their resources.
Cost of our water is more reasonable than any other city. The quality is very good, and we're very, very thrilled about. 60 to 70% is what we produce underneath or from the stream. So we don't have to rely 100% on someone else.
Well, storage has always been key when it comes to drought, not just conservation, but planning for the future. And you have supplies. Supplies have never really been a concern for you.
No, it has not been a concern. We have lots of storage. One of the way we store it at the beginning is the lakes, what we call the colonies area, where the reservation there is the water should not ever go down below the 210 freeway. It's always kept just below the 210 freeway. It goes underneath the ground. We sell it on acre feet underneath. Acre foot's about the size of a football field. And you think of that as a foot deep. That's an acre feet of water.
Yeah, this is something a lot of people don't think about. They just turn on the faucet. If the water comes out, good thing.
Yeah, yeah. The golf course where I live, that's 200 acre feet of water in a year's time.
Now, what does water conservation mean to your city, though? Because if you supply your own water, then your revenues from the water are lowered when you're in a conservation mode.
Yes, but because we're all conserving, we can sell our surplus to neighbors to the south of us. That's where it would come in. We would still have some surplus, and we will sell it to Chino, Ontario, or to the south, underneath the ground.
Okay. Well, one of the other things that you're recommending as far as water conservation, could benefit others, for people to know this too, that you recommend not watering during the heat of the day. And it seems to me it wouldn't make a difference, but I guess it does.
Oh, it does make a difference. And you have a swimming pool, in a year's time, all that swimming pool will evaporate. The same thing is true when you water. Yeah. So when you water in the evening, it goes down into the ground, but when you water during the heat of the day, it evaporates.
So it's just a little more efficient.
Big difference, yeah.
Upland Mayor Ray Musser, nice talking to you today.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us as well. I'm Leslie Leyton.